Hey.
Is this announced to everyone? How do people show up? Are they already in Twitch? Like,
I
how does
guess
Soul Brush already know that we're in here?
I think he gets a notification.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like we're live.
We're live.
Looks like we're live.
We are
Finally.
That means we
24
intro the
seconds
show.
live.
24 seconds live.
Yeah.
Welcome to Art Pizza, the podcast where we give you art tips, tricks, and hot takes. Hot takes
The
for
hottest.
artists of all experience levels. I am Brian Manning, or Tag Champ Brian on social media.
And I am Edward Freda, Edward Draw Stuff on socials.
And I am Rurax.
Like there was no awkward pause because Josh wasn't here. So they're like, "Who goes? Who gets to
Who
go?"
goes
It
next?
has to
That felt like a
seniority.
that was a solid intro, y'all. Solid. It's like we
Either
weren't
way.
gone for how long?
We
is it?
know
2
what we're
months?
doing.
We know what we're doing.
Do we?
Sometimes you know what we're doing.
I think we're getting close to like 100 episodes.
Oh my god.
Still trying to figure it out.
So,
It's all good. Spooky season. Inktober.
spooky season.
It's spooky time.
It is October, so we've got like these spooky prompts on the wheel for magma.
So,
Oh my god, I was trying to like erase or wipe off what I thought was dust, but it looks like Ed's brush strokes on magma.
oh,
Oh my gosh.
I'm just
Yeah,
laying
you're right.
laying down my territory right there. Just
I'm
a
like trying to
little-
brush it off. I was like, oh, that's not.
I'm
my
gonna
iPad.
draw right here.
right here.
All right,
That's-
so
get your ex out of here.
do we put the link in Discord? We usually share
Yep.
that link, right?
Yep, I did it. Ahead
I'm
of time.
Snowbid has joined us already.
What up,
Bear Edward.
Snowbiz?
Hey, Bear Edward.
Hey,
Bear's
I'm fine.
here.
very active on Threads. That Bear Edwards, yeah.
What's happening, guys? How you
Threads
guys
alive,
doing?
y'all.
That Bear Riz.
You guys want to join us? Feel free to jump into Discord. I think there's a link, isn't there? Or
Hey,
do
what
I have
happened to the? There used to be a QR code.
Oh, there's a QR code. Wait, there it is. Hold on, right there.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Well,
Art Pizza
hopefully it's
Discord, join
scannable.
us
So
where
official.
we will put the. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully the link is there a link that link for Magma's in there, right? If you want to join us,
Yes.
join us and draw.
There
Draw.
you go.
We're gonna spin the
What?
wheel. Come up
Let's
with
spin the
3
wheel.
prompts. Spin the wheel. Spin the
All
wheel.
right.
Make the deal.
Make the deal.
Thunderdome reference for
All right.
the
What's it gonna be?
you
Slasher.
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 We were just talking about Halloween, the Halloween franchise.
There you go. Do I remove it? Or no?
What?
Do I remove it?
Just remove it. Yeah, so we don't do
Okay.
slasher.
All right. let's
You
spin
normally
it.
don't remove it because I didn't know that was. I don't think that was an option before.
I don't think it was either. Why did they
Was
do
it?
the
That
wheel?
might be new.
It's an option now. It's an option now. All right. Spin again. Spin again. Demonic slasher.
Demonic
Ooh.
slasher.
Remember, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to. You don't have to do all of them in a mashup. You can do them
Yes.
individually. But if you
However,
wanna
if
check-
I only do 1 or 2, Ed will call me out.
I will
not
call you out. I mean, like,
Everyone
really,
else,
Brian? That's all you
yeah,
got?
everyone else. can
Minimum
do-
of 2.
He was on my case, not thinking I wasn't drawing a maple bar as a alien head last week.
That's what I do.
That
I
was a
call
good-
people
that was
out
a
on
good
the
one.
shit. I call people out on the bullshit.
Not you all though. Not everyone else. Just me. All right.
All
For
right,
those he
one more.
loves.
Those he loves.
Loves
He hates the rest
most.
of you. He only loves me.
Strongly. All right. One more time. Let's go.
It's gonna be cat. This is gonna be wild.
It's gonna be creature. Oh,
Lycanthropy.
lycanthropy.
Oh,
Finally.
yes.
How-
Oh,
Whoa.
finally.
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 I'm just gonna write werewolf.
Werewolf.
Doesn't
How about
lycanthropy
a
apply
werewolf?
to other things? Like,
I mean, lycan means wolf, so I think
okay.
it's just werewolves.
so not necessarily like weremoose
Other-
or anything like that, or
Not to be
don't know
confused
what
with
werewolves
lycanthropy, where it's just tights. You just transform into tight.
Oh, no.
Lycanthropy. Oh, is
It
it not
is-
just wolves?
It involves a person transforming into an animal.
Ooh, Oh, so it could
It's
be like
associated with the mythical condition of lycanthropy. Oh, which is humans are said to physically shapeshift into wolves.
So it could be.
Okay, so
it
it is
could be.
werewolves then.
oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
it is werewolves
Gotcha.
because of what Brian said, lichen. So
Imagine no religion says now we must do weremoose.
Weremoose.
Werewolves.
Are you in Canada? Are you Canadian? Eh?
No. Not that I hate Canadians. Canadians are.
Or what about mooseware?
Moose.
Moose.
Is he trying to
dish-
say mouse,
dishes-
but he's
dishes for
Canadian?
moose.
Mouse.
I'm sorry, Canada. I apologize, Canada.
Okay.
I'm telling them
Demonic slasher.
demonic
werewolf.
slasher werewolf.
Okay.
How are we gonna do this?
I don't know. Okay.
Huh.
Out.
I don't know if
Let's-
I know how to draw
Where's my
this.
corner?
But thanks, Nobis, for putting the Discord link. Or did it pop up? Maybe it didn't pop up on the stream. Maybe either way, scan the Art Pizza QR code if you want
We
to
should
join.
be there somewhere.
It should be somewhere. Usually I Discord. Maybe I have to type. Hold on. Did it work? Oh, there you go.
I mean, it's the announcement is there for the streaming, but
Right. Man, so what is it again? It is Slasher Demonic Werewolf.
slasher demonic werewolf, and I
Okay.
spit all over my screen saying that.
Let me adjust my
Wait, why is
board.
oh jeez, that's why that's not working. Okay.
I gotta get those nice crispy lines like Rurax over here.
I'm like drawn too big. I think.
Crispy.
Crispy.
Okay. I'm gonna draw an upper right.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Am I drawing too
be
big again
awkwardly
for
in
you?
the-
No, you're good. You're good. There's only the
Okay.
3 of us. We're okay.
Okay.
No one's
Just wanna
joining
make
us,
sure.
so
Yeah. Well,
we've claimed our territory.
that's right.
If you jump in later, then you're just gonna have to find a spot. You know, it's funny. When I was in 5th grade, I used to draw a lot of werewolves.
Really?
Yeah, because there was that TV show Werewolf was on. It was pretty popular.
Oh my god, you're right.
I don't know if it was popular, but when I was in 5th
It
grade,
was on. It was on.
But a show like that back then was everything to me. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I just remember.
Oh,
it
I'm
was-
Snowbiz is in here.
Yeah, he's here. He's hanging
Oh,
out.
snowbiz. Did I say showbiz earlier?
Showbiz.
Snowbiz.
What makes a werewolf demonic and a slasher? Isn't he a slasher by nature? Honestly,
Oh, with his little
his
claws,
claws?
hands.
with his claws. Here, I'll shrink him down because I feel like I'll need to draw some body. Where do I
So
draw
are
mine?
we talking Inktober? Is that what's going
All
on?
right. It is
Is that the
Inktober season,
topic?
so we're going to be talking about why I won't be doing Inktober this year.
Are you boycotting this year?
I'm not boycotting. I want to make it sound cool, like, yeah, I'm boycotting. But really, it's because my hands can only take so much when I do the pumpkin carving, and I plan on doing the pumpkin this year, and I can't be doing daily sketches as well.
That's true.
Man, I remember there was a time with Inktober, I was just all in. Like,
Yeah.
it was my jam. But you got to a point where I'm just like, man, it takes up so much time just
It really
to do
does.
daily. And I mean, it's
Yeah.
inking. It's not just like, hey, I'm just gonna doodle something in the sketchbook. It's like a full on ink. Like, I don't know if it's easy for you guys, but
It's Inktober was always incredibly difficult for me because also when you're comparing to what other people are doing, you're just kind of like, oh man. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's the other
why bother? Because there's like some really, really cool stuff out there. And I think especially when you're not I think for me especially, I don't usually draw traditional as much these days, and you're just kind of, it almost feels like you're like starting over with like art in a weird
Right.
way, and then
Yeah.
you're just kind of like watching everyone else just do these like beautiful inked pieces, and you're like, oh man, I I
And
really
it's
suck
funny
over
because
here.
it's funny because I guarantee you a lot of them are thinking the same thing too. Like, oh, I struggle with
Yeah.
inks as they crank out these masterpiece.
Yeah. Which is like
Mm.
ink pieces.
infuriating because you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
But good for those people that like want to challenge themselves and have the time and like the energy to do it.
right.
My sister said, "Hey, my sister's here. Yay, Eileen." There were only 5 channels, so there was only 5 channels, so popular is relative. Yeah, that's true. I
Yes.
remember growing up, we didn't have like cable exactly,
I didn't either. Yeah.
so we had to rely on just good old 3 main channels and whatever UHF channel would come in.
UHF
But
was how I watched all my wrestling back in the day because we didn't have cable, so the only WWF at the time was those weird Saturday morning ones where it was just all squash matches to
yeah,
put over their
yeah.
stars.
I forget. It was just. I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was the Saturday morning ones.
Yeah.
It was. They would just show like all. Well, like when we were kids, we wouldn't call them like
Jobbers or squash
jobbers.
matches.
We just call them low lives.
I call them no names. We call them no names. Even though they had names, they had
Yeah.
regular names like Steve Lombardi and
Yeah,
Joe Murdo and AJ Petruzzi.
exactly. See, look, we already got into wrestling. Classic.
You guys just
Classic.
cannot help yourself.
Help it, help it.
Brittany's like, dodged a bullet again.
No, you're right. Soul Brush is here. What's going
Hey,
on, my man?
Yay.
Someone tell Rurex that her art is Disney level. Damn it.
We tell
Oh,
her that all the time.
We
it.
tell her all the time. We tell her all,
Stop
but she won't believe you. She won't believe.
Thank you, Soul Brush. That is very nice of you.
But she doesn't accept compliments.
It's because I hate myself. So that's
Oh,
Damn.
but thank you. I appreciate that.
My sister
appreciate that
says,
very
and there's our
much.
first wrestling reference. The first of many.
it
Someone
won't
should
be the
time it.
last. How long it takes us?
Yeah.
Imagine if we were playing a drinking game. That would be
Yeah, exactly.
insane.
Drink along with us,
It
everyone.
would be contributing to lots of damaged livers.
Let's see. What does Bear have to say? For years, I did every day in Inktober. Only in the last couple have I decided to just do it when I
Yeah.
want to.
That's
Way
the way
more
to go.
fun.
It-
And I do
yeah.
most of it.
You're on a
digitally.
roll though, didn't you do? I mean, I guess it's day 2. Never mind. You're on a roll with 2 days in a row.
No social pressure for yourself.
Yeah, I
Which
think
it
that was
really so much social pressure, especially in the artist community, which is like so like I don't want to call the artist community like niche, but you kind of know all like the heavy hitters of like popular artists online.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like several small, not small. I guess they all have huge followings, but there's like several overlapping cliques. Like
Yeah,
they have a lot of the same fans, but they also have like their own individual followings, which is cool. I like that.
right.
As long as they're not like, fighting with each other.
Yeah, has there been any like art drama lately? Or has it been pretty
I mean, if there has been, I haven't been paying
I'm
attention
not
because
privy
I
to
don't-
it.
I
Yeah.
don't want to know.
right? Yeah, I feel like I haven't been paying attention to social media as much lately.
Forked tongue equals demonic.
Oh, is that what defines? I was thinking like horns or devil.
Putting horns
Wings,
on my dude.
wings, and forked tongue, and then fire.
Ooh, fire. Oh, I'm gonna make some
Fire.
glowing eyes on my dude.
Glowing eyes. That means you have to do color. Ugh.
Oh Lord. But yeah, I haven't participated in Inktober in quite some time.
Oh, they can say participating in art drama.
No, I don't think I've ever been in art drama.
That's
But
good.
I generally don't really comment on stuff either on social media. I'm just very like shy with that kind of stuff, so I never really engage too much on like Twitter or Reddit or anything like that. I'm always like I'll like type something sometimes and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna write that.
That's healthy. That's healthy when you
Yeah.
type and delete.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well I got out the
Because
thought.
you get it out of your system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I've done that where I just had this whole long like paragraph of just wanting to rant, and then I just like, nah, never mind.
If it's not
Yeah,
worth
it's like
it,
this is not worth it whatsoever.
they're not going to listen.
Kind of the same thing with politics and stuff. Like especially elections coming up, I'm just like, nope, staying out of it. I don't care who wins this year or next year. I'm just
I
like,
care, but I'm just not going
I
to
mean, I
argue on the internet
care.
about it.
Yeah.
I can't care when our options are only really what they kind of spoon feed us, and it's only like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you want
Um,
salt or pepper, you know, like
This is it,
Whoa,
really?
I didn't know
Is it?
pepper was an option.
Yes,
I thought it was salt and salt.
Ryan's a pepper man.
I'm a
he's a
pepper
pepper
guy.
man. Oh man, but I'm not gonna get into politics.
Let's get
Yeah,
into
let's not.
wrestling.
Wrestling.
Let's not lose
That's what.
followers.
Speaking of wrestling,
Fastlane is this Saturday.
What is that?
It's another pay-per-view event.
Oh,
They're what do they call them now? Premium live events.
premium live events, because you kind of don't pay for them unless you have a subscription, which is good. Which is good because I don't feel like paying $50 for each time they have a pay per view.
Which is every other month.
Every or almost every month.
Almost every month, yeah. Every 45 days or so.
I know.
Hey, remember Cap Wolf?
Cap Wolf? What's a Cap
Cap
Wolf?
Wolf? When Captain America became a werewolf?
I do not remember that.
Someone remembers that. Someone remembers that, right? Cap Wolf. It came back. They brought him back. He was
Ryan
so
had a
dumb.
fever dream.
Cap Wolf. Cap Wolf. Remember that? It was in the 90s.
Sure, Brian. We remember.
And then he actually fought a feral Wolverine.
Oh.
Not the animal, the character Wolverine.
Was that the Wolverine without a nose?
No, it was that was what was that? The Onslaught? What did they call that? The aftermath
Oh,
of
Onslaught. Yeah.
That was like Age of Armageddon or something like that.
Something
Age
like
of
I don't know.
where Wolverine didn't have a nose and he had
What, he had like just 2 holes in his face?
He didn't even have that.
he didn't have that. It was
Oh,
just
was
like
it
his
like
eyes and his
anime?
mouth.
Was
Yeah,
it
it
like
looked
an
like
anime?
it looked like you just cut the center section of his face out and kind of and he had like one of those
Why did they
do
do
rag
that?
things over his eyes and head.
Why would they do that?
They're
No
trying to be
clue.
slick.
Oh.
Oh wait, that wasn't because the Age of Apocalypse was when he cut off Cyclops, or he cut out Cyclops' eye and Cyclops blew one of his hands off. The feral Wolverine, the no-nose one, was after he lost his adamantium, right? And he reverted to a more primal state because his healing factor was unchecked.
I don't
God,
even
we're
remember.
nerds, everyone. Nerds.
My comic book knowledge doesn't go that deep.
She was
Okay.
too busy
Go ahead and
reading
move over. I got plenty
Archie's.
of room.
Isn't that what girls read? Archie's and Betty
Archie.
and
Yeah,
Veronica.
Archie. You know what comic I loved growing up? Mother Goose and Grimm. Do you remember
Mother
that
Goose and
one?
Grimm. The
With
comic strip?
the Grimmy, the little yellow dog. Those are so cute.
That was it Sunday comic? That was a newspaper comic, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
I
That's
love
what I was reading.
I was a fan of Apartment 4G.
What is that?
4G. What's
You
that?
guys don't remember that in the comic strip? It was just like a comic strip with a
Oh,
bunch of
Yeah,
couple ladies like living in an apartment together.
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Or Rex Morgan, MD. This is how I'm showing my age.
That sounds like one of those Sally Forth like serious ones.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
like,
serious.
I didn't really get into comic books too much when I was little. I read I think Bone
Bone.
was kind of like
Jeff Smith.
most of my comic book
Masterpiece.
stuff, but I wasn't really, yeah.
That was like my youngest son when he started reading. He was reading Bone.
It's great for kids, I think.
Yeah.
Like especially like elementary school.
I say when he
level.
started reading. I mean when he chose books to read on his own that weren't assigned to him.
Let's see.
That's a big deal.
My sister
Yeah.
says her husband says there were actually 2 Cap Wolves. Oh, damn.
Cap Wolves.
Oh.
Like they brought another one. They brought the concept back a couple years ago. Is that what he's talking about? The second Cap Wolf, or
I have no clue.
was there
Maybe
2 in the 90s?
is that because there was like 2 Captain Americas, so they both became Cap
like-
Wolf?
U.S. Agent and Steve Rogers are both werewolves.
Were they both? I'm not sure.
I remember it was the dumbest thing, and I made fun of it so much. as I read every issue. And then I think
This is
people
like
ridiculous.
a true fan.
I feel
Right.
like the people that grew up making fun of it were like, "Hey, remember Cap Wolf?" And then one of them was one of the writers at Marvel, and he just brought Cap Wolf back.
That's so funny. Cap. Yeah, I have no recollection of Cap Wolf.
Yeah,
It
I've
is
never heard of that
it's
before.
it's as dumb as it sounds.
But I am intrigued because anything werewolf related.
But yeah, either way, like, but back to like Inktober and stuff.
Mhm.
All right.
Stay on topic.
I just, it's well, you know, it's just been super hectic, and like October is always busy, whatever year. I feel like, you know, especially
Yeah.
in gaming, we have like G2E and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And also just making this book. What?
Whoa, sneak free.
Which you can also purchase if you're at Lightbox exclusive. So Brian, sorry, you're gonna miss out. I'm kidding. I got you. Soul Brush won't be there, so he won't be getting a book.
What?
I know. Can you believe he's not gonna be
Oh wait,
there?
Soul Brush is on the East Coast, right?
Does it matter though? Does it
It
matter?
does. Have you seen the price of flights lately?
I don't. I'm driving there, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's yeah.
I can imagine though. Flights are
Flights
expensive,
are so
and I
expensive.
refuse to take Spirit. I'm just not that guy. I refuse.
Well, you need your leg room.
I need my leg room.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
a
need
tall
room,
They have none.
and I don't want to pay for like carry on. That just sounds stupid. Oh, and this is true. October is just busy for Ed because he spends the whole month celebrating his birthday.
Oh, he's one of those.
You know what I mean? Birthday month. I
Yeah.
just love myself that much. No, but
Where's
my
your
birthday is
sash? Birthday sash.
my birthday sash and
Yeah.
tiara.
Yeah.
That
So,
spoiled. He's gonna have the full regalia.
Spirit is a wooden bench in the sky. Yeah, basically,
She's not wrong.
she's not wrong.
That
You
shit
know,
made my back hurt so
right? There's just no room. I remember, like, I
think-
was on the Spirit flight, and the lady in front of me just like popped her seat back to like
Yeah.
rest, and I'm just like, lady, like I'm breathing in your ear. But it's terrible. But yeah, back to me on my birthday.
Yeah, the important stuff.
The important. It's actually next week, the 13th,
Ooh.
Friday the 13th, because I'm
Friday the
spooky like
13th.
that.
That's pretty cool, actually.
It's a cool birthday.
It is a cool birthday.
And Friday the 13th comes every few years.
Yeah.
So
It is awesome that it's on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and it's like in October. It's like
in October.
Yeah.
it's the best.
Like
best
I
of
was
both
born
worlds.
to be Satan's spawn. That's how
And here you are drawing
Here I
demonic
am.
werewolf.
demonic werewolf. He's got like bat wings. I'm trying to
Oh, I like
figure
that.
out if I could throw horns in here,
Oh, you totally could.
Yeah.
but
Go
he
for
would need
Give him some
like,
Hellboy-esque horns.
like
It's the
the,
floating
They're, like,
crown.
more
The
up-
floating
Oh.
crown.
oh, even- that's true.
There you go.
Good ideas. Good ideas. How could I forget the floating crown? What is wrong with me?
Yeah,
So
what's
you've
wrong
been
today?
busy.
I've been busy. But yeah, like I was telling Elisa earlier before we went live, it's like I realize it's October now, so I'm like a little more anxious about Lightbox.
Yeah, it feels
Oh.
more real.
Yeah, I'm not like one of these Steven Silvers that just roll in there like all comfortable and shit,
Well, he's
Yeah.
been doing it for quite some time.
you know. And I'm just like, fuck, it's here. Am I
Yeah.
ready? Like,
You're
I
ready.
feel
You're
I'm ready, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get there and my like card reader is not gonna work or something. You know, like
All
shit's
the
just
little
gonna-
things that could go wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, at least you're
But-
thinking of all those things. So, like, at least as you think about them, think of all your like backup plans for those things. You know,
Yeah,
be a little
yeah,
bit more
exactly.
prepared, I guess.
I think if anything, I'm just over prepared.
Yeah, which is not a good
That's
or a bad thing at all.
Yeah, over anxious is bad, but over prepared is not
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, but it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. I just wanted to be over with so I can just go on with my life.
Yeah.
It's one of those feelings. Like,
Yeah, I totally know what you mean.
it's just like I just want to do other things and focus
I've
on
been
other stuff.
there. Yeah. You're just like it's like a countdown clock for your anxiety to be over.
Yeah, and I'm not even really an anxious person. It just like
Well, this is a big deal. I mean, because you've tabled before, but this is kind of like light boxes. I would say like a bigger deal than
It's
like
a very
a local
prestigious
con.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and I think because they sent the the floor plan recently, and I'm just like, oh my god, they just mixed us in here with like all
You're
these.
like right in the thick of it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's just like all these big names. I'm just like surrounded by, and
Yeah.
what am I doing here? What am I
Aw,
doing here?
You belong there.
I just gotta fake it till I make it.
Yeah.
That's all we
Which
have to do.
is
That's all. That's all.
Which
which
we're
is
asking
not
of
bad
them.
advice at all. That has helped me through many a situation before.
Yeah.
Right. How did my brush like totally changed like dynamics on me? It's weird.
There are some like weird hotkeys in this program. Where sometimes I'm like doing something. I'm like, oh, that
There's
is not
hotkeys.
at all what I want to do.
Right?
There are, yeah. 'Cause,
Hotkeys?
I think my undo in this is it flips the canvas horizontal or
Oh wow.
mirrors it.
I'm on the iPad, so
Oh,
it feels the same as Procreate with the double tap.
Right. Yeah, I'm on the iPad also. So when exactly was the last time you guys did Inktober?
I would have to
2020
look
was
at my
the
Instagram.
2020 was the last
That's
year
the
I did it,
record.
and I actually completed it that year for the first time ever.
Oh, you did the whole month?
Yeah,
That's impressive.
it was very difficult, and some of them I had to do multis in a day because I would miss a day.
Yeah.
But
That's really impressive, actually.
it was very hard. I didn't do a pumpkin that year.
You neglected the
I
pumpkins.
neglected the pumpkin.
Yeah, I feel like 2020. I think me and Brian were just knocking out some art.
Banging them
I
out.
think-
Yeah.
Art year for us.
Yeah, it was probably the pandemic.
Yeah, because we were doing. Well, first of all, that's when our podcast started,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then we had the challenges going. We'd have like the 90-minute challenge or
Mm.
the topics
Right.
that no one would do.
Yeah, and I think I was doing more like art training.
Yeah, that's when we all started that's when I first signed up for what's that art class art online school.
Schoolism.
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 This episode not brought to you by Schoolism.
But maybe one day.
Yeah,
Maybe one day.
pins.
We'll get up one day.
They'll acknowledge us one day. But yeah,
I'm
I
sure
was
they'll
doing
be at Lightbox.
I was doing the Watts Atelier stuff.
Yeah.
That was a lot of good learning. Like I definitely, if you want to brush up on like just human anatomy and stuff like that, or just rendering or painting, I would
Mhm.
definitely recommend Watts Atelier.
Got some big name instructors there.
Yeah, that's why it's so
I
good.
feel like I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah. I'll have to
That's
send you
cool.
the link.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it predates online stuff, right? It's just it's like a premier art school.
yeah, I first learned about it through Simon, and I think he did like a retreat for like a month and just
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
and just went to California. But they started offering like online classes where you just can tune in live and get critiques back and stuff like that.
That's
pretty
cool though that they do
Yeah.
that.
But
It's amazing that there's so many resources online. now.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Like, how do you even keep up?
It's really there's like almost no excuse for someone pursuing art to like just not there's so many like online resources that are either really affordable or even free.
Yeah,
I hate
like
to do
every-
it in
everyone
my
could do
day,
it.
but We had to like get bodybuilder magazines or comic books
Right.
with
Yeah.
bad
Right.
anatomy.
hmm I had like
That's right.
Xerox things from like an art teacher. from,
Yeah.
like Loomis books. I'm like, oh, okay.
Everyone would share their resources.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember getting scans of books like Xerox.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I never know how to draw a freaking shirt collar. How do the folds go?
You're doing it right. That's right.
Reference, damn it.
I know. Well, I don't have any reference. I should.
You should wear more collared shirts.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Stop wearing t-shirts all the time like
Yeah.
a bum. No, I'm
I
kidding.
know. I am a bum.
You're not a bum. Oh man. I figured a chain with a skull was a demonic kind of thing to wear.
Totally. That's like a Satan-esque thing, I feel like. Satan would totally rock a
Yeah.
skull chain.
Yeah.
Satan approves.
Satan approves.
Here I
Need some
am.
spikes.
Lazily not drawing the other arm. There we go. I was thinking about doing a Inktober this year though, Ed, because you had posted something in your story. It was like someone that you follow had a really awesome prompt list. What was it? I have it saved on my phone. It was like so unique. It was David Hartman's Monstroween.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I was reading through his list. I'm like, those are so cool and interesting. They weren't just like one word things, they were like really unique.
yeah. No,
Prompts.
I like his stuff too. I don't think I think he's well known, but not as well known as you would think.
Mhm.
But he has some good stuff. He does a lot of stuff on the iPad.
That's cool.
But yeah, I saw his prompt list. I'm like, that's cool.
They were really, really unique.
Mhm.
But here I am not doing it.
Well, I think the problem with
But it's
prompt
the
lists
thought
is
that
like
counts.
most of the prompts are cool, and then there's a couple that you're like, you don't know what to do. So
Yeah,
you
you're
almost
like
lose
visually, you're
steam.
like, yeah.
Hey,
and then that
Tiger Boom
X-
is here. I say that right? Tiger Boom.
Tiger,
Boom.
be calm.
I'll be. I have my glasses on and everything. Tiger
Boom.
Boom is here.
Tiger
We
Boom.
got 2 tigers in the room.
Tiger Boom. How come no one's in magma? Magma.
Yeah, you guys want to join Magma?
You see my
Magma?
lazy slasher? I just
Yes,
do a hockey mask on the wolf for slasher.
I like he's just burning in hell.
Right?
I don't feel like coloring this.
Ed, is your werewolf demonic just really fashionable?
He has horns, so yes, he's both.
Yes, he's almost like a like a punk rock.
I like the bat
Yeah, it's
wing.
reminding me of the punk rock Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I feel like
there you go.
that's the essence.
I like the bat wings; those are cool.
And she
Soul Brush is
says,
here.
Brian's werewolf is clearly in demonic fire.
The only kind of fire.
I'm glad it reads.
Is Soul Brush here?
He's in magma.
Soul Brush is in magma.
Oh, look at him!
Magma.
Is he in the? He's gonna
I'm
draw with
Snopus.
us.
He's in the chat.
Snopus was drawing.
Oh, was
and
he?
They got rid of their sketch.
Why?
Snowbiz.
Snowbiz.
Why'd Snowbiz? Why'd Showbiz? I mean, is it because I called him Showbiz?
It's too much pressure.
No one could read today. It's Tiger Boom and Showbiz.
Tiger
Showbiz.
Oh man,
I don't want to color this.
Man,
You don't got to color if you don't want to color.
Oh.
so how's your since we're in spooky season, how's your guys' horror movie watching coming?
We switched since it's October now. I switched from what I call crazy people movie. You know, the thrillers where it's just like a crazy, like an ex-husband haunting people or terrorizing.
Yeah.
We've moved on to more supernatural stuff. So the first one we watched was that movie Abandoned on Hulu with Emma Roberts. What a weird movie. What a weird movie.
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Brian Manning's review.
There's a lot of movies that I would have seen, thinking, "Oh, this might be good." And I'm like, can't recommend this one, but at least it's not skinnamarink. That
Skinamarink. That movie, I
one,
swear.
don't
Oof.
watch
Let
it.
me,
I'm gonna back up Ed and say don't watch Skinamarink, but I'm also
F
gonna
my
say
life.
you guys should probably watch it so you know what we're talking about.
Soul
I
Brush, I'll
feel
give
like
you
people
some
need to
room
see it.
here.
I feel like people need to see Skinamarink.
No, don't mess with people like that. But yeah,
You
no,
should definitely watch No One Will Save You on Hulu. That is an excellent
I just saw that. Like
alien invasion movie.
I was
Ooh.
waiting the whole movie, like, where's the dialogue? Is she gonna talk?
Right? It's great, right? What
Yeah.
a bold choice that was. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but
It was a super bold choice.
super bold, and they pulled it off well.
Yeah.
It felt like that's the kind of decision you make for a short film,
Mhm.
and they executed it for 90 minutes.
Wow.
That movie gets started, let me tell you. It just gets started. It's not like, oh, let's meet the cast of wacky characters. It's just like, here, you're in the house. Go.
And it had a little bit of like more in-depth meaning than you would think.
Right, yeah.
So I kind of like that horror. A lot of horror these days is actually a little more sophisticated than back in the old Jason
Oh,
and
totally.
Well, I
Freddy
mean,
days.
Yeah.
there was the more, I don't want to say trendy, but like the early 2000s had like they would focus a lot more on like technique. You would see like chop frame animations and like
Right.
creepier setting stuff, but like I think A24 and Bloomhouse has elevated
Mhm.
horror,
Oh yeah,
Totally.
for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
because every time I see those two, I'm like, I'm all in. If I see
Yeah.
Uncorked Entertainment, I'm all out.
I need that weird violin music, like
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
and it's like, oh, it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's that A24 sound.
Yeah.
What was the last A24 movie I saw?
Skinamarink. Oh.
No, I just last
you
week
see,
we saw X last week finally.
How was
Oh,
that?
X is so good.
Yeah,
good?
X is pretty good.
X
and-
is good if you like a Texas Chainsaw type throwback.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Those I feel like, because there's no supernatural elements, just crazy people, right? Those
Yeah.
are the ones I feel like you're allowed to watch on Halloween. But if it's like jealous ex-husband, like that's a
Mhm.
Lifetime movie. You could watch that on
Oh yeah.
in July.
Lifetime
That's
movie.
a July movie.
Yeah, I like that one with Alicia Silverstone.
Which one? The
Where she plays she's like a teenager in love with
Oh,
like
the
a older
Crush.
married. Yeah.
oh, the
Yeah,
Crush.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the recent one, because she was in one.
Oh,
Where,
was she?
yeah, she was like some.
Showbiz.
There was
Pizza
this. There was like a father and son. It looked like a post-apocalypse movie, and the son kept breaking into Alicia Silverstone's house and stealing her stuff.
Oh.
And I don't want to spoil
that's-
anything, but I feel like people should probably watch that movie too.
That
But I don't
sounds
know the
interesting.
name of it, so I am
Can't
not
even
going to
plug
know.
it.
I can't even plug it. Let me look it up.
Most of last month for us was watching a lot of folk horror. I don't know if you're familiar
Folk
with
horror?
that genre.
Oh.
Is that like small town?
Like
Small
Midsummer.
town,
We don't
yeah,
like
Oh,
your
okay.
kind.
Midsummer, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of Irish movies out right now that
Hmm.
are folk horror. Like I don't know if
That's
like
interesting.
Ireland
Is that
has
like that one with the cops, that like that one cop and they're finding like some sea monster or something like that? There's some Irish small town horror.
Horror.
Might have
Horror.
seen it. The one I saw yesterday was Hole in the Ground. I don't know if you saw that one.
Oh, I
Hole in
haven't
the
heard of
ground.
It's
Never heard
it's
of
like
it.
it's like a doppelganger movie.
Hmm.
Like there's a hole in the woods, and if you get lost in there, like you'll come like basically her kid got lost. This woman's kid got lost in the woods, and he came back, and she knew something wasn't right about him
Mhm.
because
Oh,
mom
okay.
could tell about their kids.
Moms
like,
know.
and not to spoil, but to spoil, he turned out to be like a doppelganger.
There was another
Oh.
movie. Last Survivors is the one I was talking about with Alicia Silverstone.
Okay.
4.9 on IMDb. Maybe don't watch it. Maybe don't take my word for it. But there's another movie where like two couples are at like some cabin, and their kids, one of the couple's kids goes into like some cave and come out, and they're just both weird and like possessed.
Oh, yeah.
What
I
is
know
that
what you're
called?
talking about. Yeah.
I forget what that's
Oh.
called too.
That was on our list. but I have no clue what it's called.
Heather and I've been watching movies so much that I even forgot the bad ones. So I'm like, I probably I'm gonna watch them again on accident and be mad.
It's all good, man.
Did you
That's how I
guys
know
see?
Uncorked Entertainment sucks.
Did you see Lamb?
Not
Lamb?
yet.
No.
No.
It's
How
a
is that?
A24. It was really weird, but very enjoyable. It was one
Okay.
of those like it's I don't know how you guys feel about The Witch, which
I like The Witch.
That was a
I
good
love
one. That was a good
Yeah.
I
one. I
love
liked
that
it.
movie.
Yeah.
But I
It-
know a lot of people said that it was like a slow burn, and I feel like that's how
That's fine.
Lamb
Slow
is
burn's
similar.
okay.
It's like a slow burn, but the visuals are so weird because it's like a little lamb child, so it's like the body of a child with the head of a
With a
lamb.
lamb hit.
Yeah, and it's very interesting.
There's another good slow burn one called Mr. Harrington's Phone on Netflix.
Oh, I
It's like
saw
a Stephen
that.
King short story.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really appreciated the pace of that movie.
Yeah, yeah. Who was the kid? And that was the kid from It, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah. I just saw him in another. He's
the
been doing a
lead
lot.
kid of the Losers.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of horror. He was just in another
Finn
Irish
Wolfhard
horror.
No,
or the other one.
the
The
other one,
main-
the one that
The main kid with that
yeah, the main
stutter.
kid.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Georgie's brother.
Georgie's brother.
Should have played with your brother.
Whoa.
Yeah, shouldn't have
Should have
Let
left
him
him out
wander
in
off
the
alone.
rain.
Made that boat and sent him off alone.
Right.
Have you guys seen Eden Lake?
Yeah, that's the one with the young they're
It's
not
like
teens, but
they're like
early 20s.
hooligans, and
Are
they
they
kind of
hooligans?
tear like a
Oh, I'm thinking
like
the beach house. Never mind.
Oh, I saw the beach house. That one's kind of
With
makes
those
you feel
weird,
gross.
yeah, those monsters are gross looking.
wait, what's the beach house?
It's like a young couple at a beach house that gets attacked by like slimy sea monster
Creatures, yeah,
thing,
sea
creature
monsters.
thing.
I think it's kind of Lovecraftian a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting.
It's gross.
It's
Not like gory horror gross. It's just gross.
It's gross.
Just
Yeah,
icky. Yeah.
makes you not want to be a guest at a beach house.
Lake though, is that
You know, if you see
A24? Is that one of the better ones? I gotta look it up.
which one,
Eden Lake, the one that
Oh yeah.
Rurax.
My real name. No. I
Oh,
was on
no.
Reddit the other day, and there was like a thread talking about like what is like one of the worst, not like worst in like terms of bad, but like just really, really sad, depressing endings. And it was like unanimous. Everyone was talking about this movie called Eden Lake, which I've never watched, but
Oh, Michael Fassbender.
it's now on my list.
Is it worse
I have
than
not seen
that Michael? Is it worse than that Thomas Jane movie?
The Mist.
Mist.
Oh well, it's probably on
What's
par
the
with that.
bummiest ending you could get? Oh, The Mist.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh, where it's
that's-
just completely depressing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That still makes me feel sad thinking about it.
Well,
I'm like,
I know.
especially for you guys with kids, I can't imagine. It's just kind of like, oh, okay.
Rurax is like,
Okay.
fuck them kids.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it's like, I got nothing
survive.
to lose.
I'm
Take
trying
me,
to live.
bugs. Yeah,
Right. Oh man, that's too funny.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. But it's now on my list of things to watch because, like, so many
Okay.
people were like, the comments were just kind of like, yeah, you want to get real bummed out? Watch this freaking.
Shit.
All right.
I
What,
watched we watched Play Dead with Jerry O'Connell as like a deranged coroner.
Yeah, I think I saw that movie.
That was
Is it
pretty,
good?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's like the most implausible plot
Actually, no.
ever, but it's
What's it called again?
Play Dead.
I don't think I
It's
saw
like
it.
a brother
Oh,
and
yeah, no, I
sister
haven't
are trying to get to like a cell phone to get rid of incriminating evidence, but it's on a dead body, one of their friends. So the girl has to play dead to get
into the morgue.
into the morgue.
That's always a good time.
Very implausible,
That
but
will never
enjoyable.
end in tragedy.
yeah.
Did you hear that story about like there was like a woman that she died and they brought her to the morgue, and then when they opened up the bag, she had like at some point woken up in the bag, and like when
Ugh.
she woke up, she like smashed her face into the roof of the, because they put them in those little
Yeah,
like
in that little
the little
cubby thing.
drawer thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she smashed her face on that and then was trying to like get out of the bag, and I'm like, that is so horrifying.
That's because it wasn't
It
like a 90-minute thing. There, she was probably in there
No,
for
she was like
hours.
stuff. Yeah, I was just like, man, that is like
It
too. That's
wasn't like
just too much.
that Ryan Reynolds
Like
movie
that
Buried.
was real. That
Yeah, it's
wasn't.
like a real news story.
That wasn't an A23 movie.
I think that's just urban.
A
It
That has
will
to
be.
be.
23.
That's an urban legend. That
That's
can't.
No,
A23, not
I just
A24.
read it. I just read it the other day. It's like a true story.
Because the internet
Right.
doesn't lie.
No, it was real. It was real.
Okay. I won't get
It
the
wasn't
fact
a.
check.
It wasn't a Slender Man type story. I don't want this
Oh.
wolf to be brown.
Yeah, but like since it's October now, like
Hey, how come Soul
I
Brush
start-
left?
I don't know.
He was
What
drawing and
the
then he just
heck?
stopped.
But like yeah, we're starting like your classic ones like Halloween and stuff. Like today
Oh,
we
yeah.
watched
You like rewatching a lot of movies, right?
Huh?
You like rewatching movies because you've
Oh, yeah,
seen
yeah.
them all.
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't
seen them.
seen them all. I haven't seen them all because I wasn't real big into horror in the 80s
Oh,
and
right.
90s.
Well, like, cause like during the day, like I'll put something that's easy that I've watched so many times. So like today, we put on Halloween 3, Season of the
Mhm.
Witch. Are you guys
Mhm.
familiar? It's the
I've
one
never
without
seen it.
Michael Myers
No.
that everyone hated in the 80s and 90s, but now
And now they love it.
they love it. You know.
Oh, it's had like a resurgence.
Yeah. So I would definitely recommend Halloween 3.
Okay.
It's like 1982, so it's that kind of
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah,
But-
you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
Oh, Soul
but-
Brush. Magma was chugging on his computer, but he's still tuned in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Excuses.
You don't have to get too mad at.
He doesn't want. He just doesn't want to draw. I see how it is.
Oh,
No, it's all good, man.
who is your favorite like classic like 80s horror like of like a Mike Myers or Michael Myers? Or
See,
Oh.
the only
Jason
one I
Voorhees.
watched in the 80s was Nightmare on Elm Street, 80s and I guess early 90s.
Oh, so yeah,
So
like
I liked Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
was
then when I
Michael
watched
Myers.
Freddy vs. Jason, he was actually funny and cracking jokes and
Oh my
That's what
god,
I hated.
flipping around and stuff.
I did not like a funny
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger because he's already so scary to me. I'm like, oh, he's like cracking jokes.
Right.
I don't like it.
He's still
made him, like,
dark.
Creepier to me for some weird reason.
Yeah, that's what I hated about Freddy. Like when I was younger, though, I was definitely more Michael Myers and Jason, just because like they were like silent killers.
Yeah.
So it was a little more.
I
Like,
saw like a couple of Friday the 13th movies, like one of them all the way through, and then a couple parts of other ones. But like I
Mhm.
never really watched him
Mhm.
because he was the silent killer that teleported everywhere.
Oh, he did teleport. That's true.
yeah, Jason would like just chase you by walking through the woods, and somehow
Yeah.
he'd still catch your ass.
Yeah, that's why I loved because I watched the first Halloween in like way later, like the early
Mhm.
2000s, and
Mhm.
I loved that scene where she looks out the window and he's across the street, and then she's looking for a place to hide, looks out, and he's just a few feet closer,
There, yeah.
just walking. I love that.
Oh, one of the cool things about
Horrified.
Halloween is when he's finally in the house and Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of hiding from him, but
Mhm.
he's like standing in the closet, but all you see is like kind of his mask
Yeah.
in the
Oh
dark.
right,
And
yeah.
it's just like kind of showing up closer. It's just like it's like subtle
Yeah,
things like that.
It's
like, oh,
that's what I
shit.
love
he
about
he really built a lot of tension in that movie because that started the slasher thing. I mean, that wasn't the first,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that made it like huge.
you know in
Yeah.
Hereditary. Not to spoiler it, even though the movie's been out for a while, but
Yeah, it's fine. You can
Like
spoil
4 or
it.
5 years,
in
right?
yeah, but in Hereditary, the attic scene,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
really-
God.
man, that is so eerie to me. Like what you were saying when you see subtleties in the shadows, and
Yeah.
The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix did that
Oh my God,
so
yeah.
well. And I still see posts from time to time where people are like, "Oh my god, did you notice this in the background?" It's like that show is like kind of old now. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
people are still finding like these weird, like creepy things in the background.
That's what I heard about Hill House. Is like if you rewatch it, you'll
Yeah,
see
you'll
more stuff.
notice everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's really good. That one's a good one.
yeah,
I
that
haven't
one was
seen
really well
Midnight
done.
Mass yet. I should watch that one.
It
Oh,
was it
yeah.
was okay.
I
There's
like
no
that one.
Haunting of Hill House.
I liked it too, but Haunting of Hill House was just so,
That was the best one.
man, talk about it. That show was so genuinely creepy.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it was really good. Oh man. Add a layer, damn it.
There was
Yeah.
that zombie movie, Patient Zero, that came out 2019, I want to say 2018. I forget when.
Patient Zero? I'm
Patient
not sure.
Zero
I've
with
heard of that.
Matt Smith as the
doctor?
infected guy, that the doctor from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
He was infected, but he didn't turn into a zombie, so he's able to actually communicate with them.
Oh, that sounds
Like that was
cool.
a very interesting movie, and then
Like,
they
that's a
ran
cool
out of
concept.
money at the end and just
Oh.
finished with like a voiceover.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like Alan and I always joke, it's like the way Simpsons when they got rid of Poochie.
Oh, he's like, I have to go now.
Poochie,
My planet needs me.
and then there's like a text card like Poochie was blown
He
up
was
in
killed.
space or killed.
Yeah, he was killed on the way back to his home planet.
That's hilarious.
That's how these movies feel like they're ending
Yeah.
with like text cards and voiceover narration.
Oh my God, Poochie the Rockin' Dog. I love The Simpsons.
I actually watched The Simpsons the other day. I haven't seen it in like forever, but it came on
Was
after
it-
football. It came on like
Oh.
after football.
Like a new
yesterday.
one?
Like a new episode?
Well, I don't know because I haven't watched it in a
you
long
haven't
time.
seen. Yeah, they're all new to us.
They're all
Yeah,
new to us.
that show doesn't exist to me after season 10.
Oh wow.
Not, it doesn't. I refuse.
They're at like 20 something now, right?
Yeah.
Or late 20s.
I don't like what they did to like Homer just, I get Homer's like an idiot, but he had like a kindness and like some intelligence to him. They made him such a bumbling idiot. I just hate it.
Oh, that sucks.
I love those Treehouse of Horror episodes.
Yeah, those are so good.
Yeah, I'm at the age where I remember when Simpsons came out, and that was like in 8th grade.
Oh,
yeah,
when Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah, but when it was just that Tracy Ullman show, and then they had their own show. And,
yeah, they had the Christmas special.
Yeah,
and,
with Santa's Little Helper.
But they banned the T-shirts in my school
because of Bart Simpson being a bad influence.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because he had like eat my shorts, and they're like,
Yep.
yeah, eat my shorts, really?
I know. Look how times have changed.
I know exactly.
And what's funny is like Bart like went to like they all went to church, and so it was such a wholesome show. I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well. What are you
overreacting?
Exactly. But times have changed definitely since I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is harder to use this thing on the iPad. I'm just trying to use the eyedropper tool. Come on, eyedropper, just work. Why don't you work?
I don't like the way the brushes feel in Magma. They feel like MS Paint to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I was never good at MS Paint art, so.
Oh my gosh, I've seen some really amazing MS Paint art. I'm like, how the hell?
I've seen people doing art in Excel, and I didn't know that was an option.
Oh, really? I've never seen that.
Like, I didn't know that was a thing people did. They're just to prove that they can use anything to make art.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter the medium.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh shit! What the hell?
These look awesome. Everyone ignore mine because it's not colored. Mine's the sketch in the corner.
You know who scared me when I was a kid in terms of horror movies? Chucky.
Chucky.
When
you
Chucky
were
scared.
I was in high school when that
absolutely.
came out.
I was.
He was
I was
scared
still in
then.
elementary school. I was. Oh my gosh! It terrified me so much.
I mean, it's especially for kids. That's
I
gotta
was
be
the proper age range. Yeah. For it to be really scary, but I still haven't gotten over it.
So you're not watching the series, the Chucky
oh my god!
series?
There's a series.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It's entertaining. It's surprisingly entertaining.
Yeah.
What service is it?
I think you watched the first season on
It's on
Amazon
Peacock
Prime.
or
I watched it
USA.
on Peacock, but
Oh,
you
okay.
might be able to watch it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and it's cool because they bring back what was the little kid
Andy.
from the Andy,
Andy
Oh,
from
Andy.
the
Oh,
original.
that's so funny.
original Andy.
And I guess that there was another girl too in one of the later ones.
Yeah.
They were both back.
But
That's cool.
Chucky's still Brad Dourif, and I think
Jennifer Tilly's in the show.
Oh, well, I will
I love
say
it because it's Jennifer Tilly as herself.
Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
right.
Bride of
and
Chucky
as
was
and
really
as
good.
the bride. She's also the bride of Chucky, but when you see her walking around, it's a possessed Jennifer Tilly.
That's funny.
Because I didn't know that was actually supposed to be her in the movies, and they're like, she's giving a speech at something, and they're like, and we have with us actress Jennifer Tilly. I was like, with that, she's just playing herself in that show.
That's so funny. Okay.
These are coming along.
It doesn't look
Looking nice.
demonic enough. Oh God, I'm gonna attempt to make a flannel shirt, and we'll see how that goes.
Do it
Why
like
do werewolves always wear
shit.
flannel shirts?
chowder style, just a
I don't
flat
know.
pattern.
Yeah, like
Yes,
what,
exactly.
who was the first werewolf to wear a flannel shirt, and why did he start that trend?
It was the first werewolf. It was the first Wolfman, right? Was it
Was it?
Boris
Oh,
Karloff? No,
I
I don't
think
know.
you're
I don't
right.
know if I don't know. I think
feel
he
like
had
you're
a
probably
dress
right.
shirt.
Yeah.
I think he had a button-up dress shirt because that was just the style at the time in
Right.
Twas
in
the
those
style.
days.
I just watched because Peacock is showing all the classic Universals now,
Mhm.
and I just watched Frankenstein meets the Wolfman.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
it was Lon Chaney who played the
Yeah.
The wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. And
But
then
it's funny
Karloff
'cause,
was Frankenstein's
Karloff
monster.
wasn't Frankenstein. They had some other dude. I'm like, could they
What?
not get Boris Karloff? But what's his name that played Dracula? Bela
Bela
Lugosi.
Lugosi. Yeah.
He played Igor in that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean,
It's weird.
it is weird, but I
He's getting
still
his
enjoyed
paycheck.
it. I still enjoyed those old horrors.
Yeah.
I finally listened to the audiobook for Frankenstein.
Oh,
Mary
how was
Shelley's
that?
Frankenstein. It is. I mean, I had heard it was way different than the movies. It's way different than the movies.
I've
yeah.
always wanted to read it. I hear it's such a good
It's
read.
good. It's really good. It's like told through like reading letters and then like a monster, the Frankenstein's monster talking about what he did when he meets the guy, and he's so eloquent. It's crazy.
Oh,
He's like expressing how he learned about like love and language by watching this family in a little cottage, and then he gets mad that like the other guy won't like make him a bride of Frankenstein, even though he's the reason that he exists. I was like, what is this? What am
He's
I
like,
listening
make
to?
me a girlfriend.
This
Damn
is
it.
not what I expected. I thought it was gonna be a lot of because I thought it was gonna be like he says a couple of complete sentences. I didn't know he was gonna be like Shakespeare.
He's like articulate.
Yeah.
I guess that makes him much more of a tragic character. It's like
Yes,
he is just
yeah.
like so misunderstood.
Yeah, like
Right.
he starts as the victim and then he becomes the monster. They're both monsters.
Yeah.
Frankenstein and his monster, his creation.
Yeah, basically in Frankenstein meets the werewolf, it was basically Frankenstein's son moves into town, the same town, and basically just does the same shit his dad did. you know? You know, it's like they
Yeah.
never learn. It's like Young Frankenstein. You know, it's just
Oh, it's such a good movie.
and Lon Chaney just happened to find Frankenstein under ice.
And said, "You got to get your kid."
Yeah, it's just weird because these movies have no continuity, like with each other. Like if you watch Frankenstein,
Were they
versus the
money
Wolf-
grabs?
I'm not even sure. Probably.
Oh, look at that.
Maybe
That's
that's
a
the case.
proper chowder flannel shirt. That looks really
It's
good, actually.
Buffalo plaid.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh man. God, I hate the layer system here.
I know.
Oh shit. There we go. Yeah, the layering. Yeah, it's so bad. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Our layer hygiene is atrocious.
It really is.
No naming conventions.
Can you name your layers? I don't even want to bother.
No,
I
I,
suppose you
you know
can,
what?
but I don't
Can
feel like
you
it.
name them on this?
What does that little
I
pencil
don't-
mean? That means it's the one you're drawing on.
Yeah, I don't know if you could.
I have no clue.
Yes, you can rename them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No one's gonna do that though.
No one's. I'm not doing that shit.
I ain't doing all that for magma.
Magma.
Free
Screw that.
magma.
Free magma.
You know what I always wished? I always wish they would do more with the Constantine movies
They were trying to
Oh,
make a
yeah.
in
sequel,
terms
right?
of like horror and stuff like that. Those were
That
just.
was such a good
I
movie.
like those. I like those.
I like
Yeah.
the whole idea of like that, just the underground, like
Hmm.
weird kind of vibe they had going on with that movie. That was just like they didn't have to talk about it. I
Yeah,
always say
Right.
I love when movies do that. Like the John Wick movies do that so well.
they do it too
It's like-
well because I'm like, what's with the coins?
You don't need to know.
You don't need to know. You just know
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
payment.
you know enough.
How come you can't conduct business in the Continental? Who
Yeah.
cares? It's not important to the plot.
It's
I mean,
like
you're right. I guess.
they know the rules, so we should know the rules.
Yeah,
Right.
It
I
doesn't
appreciate
matter.
that. Speaking of the Continental, there's that series on Peacock. The
Did you watch it?
Continental. I didn't
Oh, is
watch
it based
yet.
off of the John
It's
Wick?
from the John Wick universe. I
Oh,
guess
cool.
it's like it takes place in the past, like the 70s or something.
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, it's not in Halloween season, so I can't watch it.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna watch it yet. So
It's just one of my rules. It's just one of my rules.
Oh, you're like horror only for the whole month?
horror, yeah. Like
Oh,
my
so-
my son wants to watch. Hey, why can't we watch Spider-Verse? And my daughter wants to watch Barbie, and I'm just like, nah, sorry, I'm booked up
that's
until
so
November
funny.
1st. But once November hits, then we have like holiday movies, which usually
Yeah.
starts with like Harry Potter and like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
Those are
Lord of
more
the Rings.
Yeah, we feel like those are more Thanksgiving kind of movies.
Yeah,
You know?
I could
That
I
feels
could see
right.
that. It's like it's the tone,
It's a
the
tone.
elves. The
Yeah,
elves are
exactly.
like, yeah.
And I don't care what anyone says. Harry Potter is not a Halloween movie; it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. I would
I will,
agree
I will
with that.
fight you.
I've never watched. I've seen the first couple, but I don't remember them because my
Okay.
kids weren't into them, so I just stopped.
Oh,
It's like, well, I'm not gonna watch them then.
Oh, my kids were hardcore. into-
Yeah, my kids are weird. Like
No.
they're not into the same stuff as everyone else.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. I'm not gonna be like. I did force them all to watch Six String Samurai a couple days ago, and I feel like they don't trust my judgment anymore.
oh no.
They really like The Crow, so they were excited when I
Crow's
said we
so
should watch
good.
Six String Samurai, and then I let them down.
You let
We
them
should have watched.
down.
It's
The wrong
okay.
order.
Can't suggest all like
Yeah, it was the
Great
wrong order
movies.
because we should have watched The Crow in October.
I haven't seen The Crow in
I
a
haven't seen
few
that movie.
years.
Yeah.
It's holds up so well.
Yeah, those sequels aren't as good at all.
Those are trash.
Those are
Complete
garbage.
trash.
They
They're
did
the
sequels?
uncorked entertainment of
Yeah,
the Crow universe.
Why?
because they
I don't
wanted the cash cow.
Oh. Well, he died after the first one, right?
He
Or
died
was it the
filming the
second
first one. He died filming the
Yeah.
first
Right.
one.
Okay. So sad.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee. I don't know how many years later.
Yeah.
20,
Too soon.
30, 30
Could be
years.
30.
Wow,
could be
holy
30.
this
crap.
year.
Crap. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh man,
All right,
it's
let's
too
see.
saturated. Too saturated. Drop the satch.
This ain't slot.
This ain't slot games.
Make it pop, Ed. Make it pop.
You ever get like that? Sometimes you just oversaturate and you didn't realize it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like when I'm in Procreate,
Yeah.
I like tone it down.
You're just like, get that slot machine art out of your head.
That's not a bonus symbol. Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Why so much yellow gold?
Right. I'm a fan of like more orangey gold. Not yellow.
orangey,
gold.
Yeah,
yellow,
me too.
gold. Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys have your slot.
Everyone has their gold preferences. I
Yeah.
was just telling somebody the other day how like every artist has like their own weird
Mm.
way of painting gold, and it's
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people do it really well.
And it's not lifelike because real life gold is boring looking.
It's so brown.
So
Right.
brown and
Yeah,
washed out.
yeah.
That's so funny. Speaking of which, isn't G2E next
Slot
week?
art. It sure is.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been
Right
in
around the corner.
11 years.
That's what.
11 years
man.
straight.
In 11 years.
11
This is-
years since I
This
went
is
last.
this is gonna be year. What year is it right now? This is year
2023.
Year 19. Year 19.
Whoa.
Crazy. But I'm bragging. Yeah, it's year 19 of G2E. That's how long.
Super cool, dude.
Super cool.
It was cool in the beginning.
Whoa.
And then they started like, and then crunch time stuff started, and it's like, it's not so cool anymore.
Yeah.
It's not so cool.
If you're listening,
Yeah.
G2E is the Global Gaming Expo.
If you're in the slot business,
The
then
slot
it's-
machine, the
you know.
gambling.
It's the Super
Trade
Bowl of
show.
gambling.
It's the Super Bowl. of
Super
gambling.
Bowl of
That's right.
gambling.
It truly is.
Oh man, can't believe I've been to so many of these things.
What
I'm
year
sorry to
was
hear
your
that.
first G2E?
2004.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
old school like that.
I think that was
Yes,
my
you
first
are.
year too.
At least I was still in high school.
Because you weren't at WMS
I
yet,
just
right?
graduated.
Shit.
Oh my god. You were
Yeah.
trying to get into the industry when you went, right, Ed?
Mm.
No,
Like you weren't- Were
I
you
was
at WMS in 2004?
yeah, I was in WMS. I was accidental joining this industry. I was supposed to just keep working in LA in animation, and I was just like, oh, this place is offering me a spot, and they have insurance, and it's more than I would make working in animation.
I'm pretty sure 2004 was my first year as well.
Wow.
So I mean, no, because I replaced you.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't go in 2003 though, did I?
Maybe
I don't
I
remember.
think he did. It doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Man,
You're
that is
here.
a long time.
It is a long time, but
You know what?
Still
though?
here.
It's a decent industry to be in.
It
Yeah.
pays
If
very
you want
well, especially compared to
stability.
video games.
Yeah.
yeah, if you like stability, it's perfect for.
It's perfect.
I don't
for
know
you.
how it is now with like the all the mobile gaming stuff, but like when I started, you couldn't be in the industry unless you're 21, so you didn't have to worry about kids coming out of high school trying to take your job. Like when I was at
Oh, I
Westwood
don't know.
Studios, they would have those tours, like student tours,
Mhm.
and you see all those hungry kids like, I want your job, I want your job.
Yep.
Oh, Soulbrush says he likes stability.
Hell yeah, Soul
Stability is
Crush.
the jam. And maybe not stability in the same company, but definitely in the same industry because people bounce around. You spend
Oh,
5 or 6
everybody.
years at one company, then 7 or 8
Yeah.
years at the next, but you're in the same industry.
Yeah, but yeah, like the last spot I was at, I was there like 10 years. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was there about 7 before I left. And then I was at the next place for 3 years.
I'm trying
I'm
to
gonna have my 12-year anniversary on
At
the
the same
7th
company, right?
on the 17th of this month.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Look at
12
you.
damn years.
Good or
I was gonna say, like,
bad?
you're mad.
Can
I
you
played
tell
the
by the
fifth.
tone in my voice?
She's like, I played the fifth.
It is what it is. Oh, shit.
Technically, we all worked at the same company because the company that you worked at was also purchased by the company that bought the company that Ed and I worked at.
Yeah. it's
Wait, which
funny.
company?
We worked at
WMS.
WMS, so Scientific bought Bally and then WMS.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
Slot
After
lore.
after Bally bought Shuffle Master.
I love all this slot
The
lore.
slot lore.
I'm trying to get Soul here up to speed so he could get into the industry because he
Oh
wants
my
he
gosh.
wants some stability.
Kick up the satch, Soul Brush.
Pump up the satch.
Pump
So
up
I
the
just pump up
satch.
the satch.
You got to
Well,
remember,
I
it's
didn't know that.
not your eyes you're catering to; it's old people's eyes, and they can't see color as well.
I will keep that in mind if I ever hear anything at my job about
There you go.
potential job openings.
Is he looking for remote work?
Well, I told him it's best to like move to Vegas.
To
but-
Vegas. Move to Vegas, bro.
Unfortunately.
We're here. We're all here.
I mean,
Ed
there's
and I
some
live in
spots.
We all three live in the same city, and we never see each other. So come
That's
move
true.
here.
Except on the
Once
first
a
of every month.
The
Yeah.
The
first
first
of the
every
month.
month.
The
Oh,
first
which is
Saturday
coming
every
up.
month, not the first of the month.
Which
That's
is
this
coming up.
The
Yeah.
Saturday, right?
Oh,
This
actually,
Saturday.
it is this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Look at us. Drawing time. I do enjoy our monthly meetups.
Yeah, that's because then Brittany can't avoid when we talk about wrestling.
Sorry, Brittany. You're just gonna
Why
have
do
to
you hate
deal.
her so
We
much?
don't. It's just that I
Yeah.
love wrestling. It's real to me.
It's real to you.
It's real to me.
It amazes me that its popularity has maintained over the years.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
was
say-
stunned by it, honestly.
What I mean, obviously, it's probably not as big as it was in the 80s,
It's
right?
no 90s was the biggest, the Attitude Era.
What 90s was
Yeah,
bigger? Well, I guess The Rock and Stone Cold were
I want to say like when did
because I feel like
kayfabe officially
Hulkamania
end?
was so
Everyone
huge,
thought
right?
Hulkamania was huge, but like if you just talk about wrestling, it's just a couple of Gen Xers say Hulk Hogan, and everyone else says The Rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I feel like the Attitude Era is bigger. Ed and I want the 80s to be the golden age, but I
But-
don't think it is.
I think as far as being like it's like how much money it makes. Like
Yeah.
I think
The 90s was
by the 90s it was just like generating
Oh,
because
Yeah,
it was
that's
so mainstream in the 90s. Like just normal people had
Oh.
NWO t-shirts on and
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. I mean, Stone Cold Steel. Everyone
Austin
had the
316
Austin
stuff.
316 shirt,
yeah.
Right.
and but I still remember what's his name? The guy he died in a car crash.
That's like 20 of them.
No, he had a really crazy persona.
That's like 10 more of them.
with
You
the
talk Mach?
voice, Macho Man,
Macho
Randy
Man?
Savage. Yeah,
Yeah.
He died in a car crash?
I
thought,
thought
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
oh, I honestly thought it was like heart attack
Oh,
from
I
the
think he
steroids.
got into a car crash
because
which,
of steroid his heart
which
attack.
yeah, or I don't know which one triggered what, but he crashed into like a tree after.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But I just remember how popular he was, even when I was like in middle
That's funny,
school.
yeah, 'cause
and he
he
was like
was-
before that time. Still,
Yeah,
you know what I
he
mean?
had the slim. That was the Slim Jim era.
Yes,
Slim
yes,
Jim
yes,
era.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
snap into a Slim Jim. And he was Bonesaw in the first Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man movie.
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw. That's hilarious. Come on. Yeah, brushes are weird in this program.
I don't know.
Is it
I feel like Elisa is really good at taming Magma Studios.
I know, right?
I don't know.
Everything's so
It's not-
crispy. Like I wish I could get that crispy, but maybe I'm just not patient enough.
Yeah, and we ask her what brush she uses, and she tells us every time, and then we're like, I don't
It's-
know how she does it. It's soft ink.
it's-
You said,
soft ink and soft.
and
those are the
you
only
use
two-
soft to sketch and soft ink to ink, and it's like
Yeah, soft to sketch, soft ink to ink. Yep.
Oh, that's the secret.
Yep.
See, she was holding out this whole time.
no, she says it every time we ask.
I do
her.
say it every time. You're just not
Every
listening.
week.
Yeah, I'm
Every
just
week.
not a good listener. Oh man, that's too funny.
I'm just not that good. That's all, and I'm okay.
Whatever
with
happened to Mankind? Is he
that.
still around?
He's a stand-up comedian now. Actually, I don't know if
Oh,
he
okay.
still is, but he was doing that a while.
I always really liked him.
I honestly don't know what he's doing, but he still obviously talks about wrestling because everyone's always going to ask him, "Hey, remember when your tooth fell out of your mouth and ended up in your nose?"
Oh my god.
Or
Is that
remember
what
that time
happened?
he got caught on fire?
Oh
and-
yeah. What kind of pain tolerance do you have to get thrown onto thumbtacks? Like the same as everyone else. It really
God.
hurts. Like, then why do you do it? Insane.
He was one of my favorites too. Like
He had
did.
a really interesting personality.
I liked the
Yeah.
Cactus Jack personality. That
Cactus
was the one
Jack
I liked.
was the one I liked the
Bang,
most. Too.
bang.
Yeah, just walking around. Bang bang. Oh man, more wrestling. We should just tally and take a shot every time.
I'll have to take a shot of water,
There
Whoops.
you
and
go.
I'll still die of water poisoning.
You know,
Oh no.
Monday night tequila.
Monday night tequila.
That's a thing. We can make it a thing.
If they could do Monday night Raw, we could do Monday night tequila.
There you go. I forgot to put pants on this guy.
Whoa.
where-
Funny pants.
Yeah,
don't need
he's
to.
just free balling it in hell.
Shit. I feel like he could be wearing like bikini thongs or something.
Oh my god.
That's
He's just
demonic,
living his
yeah.
best life. It
He's
is.
living-
It
he's
is.
living life. There you go.
I love it.
Oh, do I have to stop watching The Expanse now that it's Halloween? I
Yeah,
didn't realize that.
yeah, you can't watch that.
I like a nut job. I started watching it again last week, and then I was like, I never read the books before, so I started reading the first book at the same time. So I'll
Yeah.
read a couple chapters, then watch that episode.
Oh, you're like, yeah. Rachel read the whole series. She loves those.
It's
books.
a good book.
Yeah.
It's really a good book. Oh, JFC. What do you say? Now this is what I'm talking about. Are you talking about the demonic werewolves, or were you here for our pro wrestling chat?
Or is it the
Were you
bikini
here for-
thong?
I think it was the bikini talk, honestly.
Okay.
I feel like that's right when he said that.
Because he wasn't here for Art Pizza's Pit.
Art Pizza's Pit. Is that
Rest in peace, Roddy Piper.
there you go.
What?
Piper's Pit?
You don't remember Piper's Pit? It was
The
like his talk
OG
show.
in-ring talk show. Now they do all the dumbest ones. Every time I see the Grayson Waller effect, I'm like, fast forward.
Ugh, I just want to choke someone.
He's a proper heel because we hate him. The problem is I don't like watching him do his dumb talk show. I just want to see him get beat up in the ring or even win. I don't care. Just wrestle. Don't just talk.
Was a good JFC. Yeah, we're talking. Oh, you weren't in the ad. Yeah, we were just talking wrestling.
Yeah, we were talking like, what do you mean by now this is what I'm talking about?
JFC here is also a big wrestling fan.
Wrestling fan. Like if Ed and I did our pro wrestling podcast, he would tune in.
We would tune in for sure. One day we'll make it happen, but
We can make it happen.
after this month.
Yeah, we can't do it during October.
Ed's busy.
I'm busy. I'm busy being famous.
You'll know him.
Oh man.
All right, I think I'm done with this guy. Slasher. Man.
Slasher. When my job lays me off, I'm down for whatever.
Oh, you can't
just
be
waiting.
on a wrestling podcast while you're at your job.
He's just waiting to be laid off. That's
Yeah,
sad.
we can work around your schedule if you want to talk about wrestling.
You know, but I've been there, GFC. There have been times where I prayed to be laid off.
Yeah, you're like, let this happen.
Let this happen, please. I can't deal with it anymore. I'm not saying where. I'm just saying it's happening. Oh man, why isn't this working? Come on. Oh, because I need to switch back to a brush and not the freaking eyedropper tool.
Are you using soft ink?
I'm using soft ink. Listen,
That's why it's
20
looking
minutes
extra
rant.
crispy.
That's right. JFC, listen, 20 minutes ranting about wrestling might get me canceled because wrestling could be so much better than what it is.
Oh.
Are you talking about I don't watch AEW because there's no easy way for me to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't have cable, so
I saw Edge joined AEW yesterday.
I saw that. I get everything I watch by AEW, I get in snippets on social media.
Yeah, like I can't easily watch AEW either just because of that, because I'm not getting direct TV or paying $60.
It's not Edge, it's
for
Adam Copeland
Adam
showing
Copeland.
AEW, not Edge.
Man, Edge has been around for a long time. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I thought he was going to retire from wrestling completely, not just leave the WWE. I'm
He
like, bro,
just
come on. Aren't you rich enough? Stop hurting yourself. But then, AEW fans get Edge is that other dude that just retired.
gotcha.
We're talking about Adam Copeland.
Are you familiar with Edge, Elisa? I mean,
No, I
He
have
was in
no
we're at-
idea what
he
you
was in
guys
the
are talking
Attitude Era, Edge and Christian.
Was Edge?
Yeah.
That
He was a
vampire, he was in
vampire.
the Brood.
No, then
That
I'm
was
trying to think
later.
of
That
like
was way later.
the
Late
ones
90s.
that made an impact on me. Obviously, Triple H,
How about the Hardys?
the Hardy Boys,
The Hardy Boys.
the wrestler, the Olympic wrestler guy,
Oh, Kurt Angle.
Oh,
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
He has a documentary
Oh,
on Peacock right now. I haven't watched
Yeah,
it
I
yet.
saw
but
that.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome documentary. I didn't know he had so many issues.
The guy that
His neck.
killed
I didn't know he
his,
broke his neck like 3 times.
the guy that killed his family.
Oh, Chris
Oh,
Benoit.
geez. That was your favorite?
No. I'm just trying to remember the
He made an
ones that
impact
I
on everyone's
remember
life.
from my middle school years, because I did used to watch wrestling for a very short time. It was I always thought he was cute too. I know.
Wait,
Well,
Chris Benoit
Chris Benoit, yes. He killed his
with the
family.
missing
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
with the missing teeth.
He was cute until he killed his
Until he
he was
family.
cute. Well, he killed his family way after. So,
Right.
and then
But in his cute years.
China. I remember China was like a
China.
big deal.
Oh, that's a story I told you guys about that, right? China.
Involving
Did I
China.
ever tell you? Oh,
I
when
don't
we
think
lived in LA, Rachel was like best BFFs with China.
Are you
Oh, no
serious?
way.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, like she met her like Rachel's working at Tower Records and
Oh,
like
that's where you're gonna meet some
she
famous people.
she helped her one day and they just like
Clicked.
kind of like clicked. And so
Was
like
Rachel part of
China was
DX?
she was part of DX officially.
Yeah, because she was
And the first time
dating the one guy, this guy, right?
Triple H, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Triple H,
not
yeah.
Triple H. The guy that
Oh,
did the
X-Pac.
X,
Oh, X-Pac. She
X-Pac,
was,
yeah.
well, she was dating both. I think she started with Triple H,
Yeah.
and then when they
Wait, was she
Different
dating Triple
times.
H before? Oh, it must have been before Stephanie McMahon then.
yes,
that was
he
yeah,
was-
before.
Yeah,
it was before.
Okay.
I think he
Wow,
left her
that's-
before Stephanie McMahon.
Well, I
We're
mean,
gonna spell
fair.
the T.
Woo,
But
that's
when
pretty
I
cool,
first-
though.
the first time I saw her, I didn't recognize because she wasn't in person. She's not as big as she is on TV.
Right.
It's just they're always smaller in person. But she was still. But it was just like there was this person walking. Like I was seeing walk her towards me, and she was wearing like this one piece, like tight leather American flag suit, and she was blonde at the time. And I'm like, who the hell is this? And then Rachel told me, like, oh,
Wow,
but
that's so.
but she
interesting.
even
JFC's
she
really
even,
wants in on
like-
the WWE talk. That's you got to join the chat. You got to join the. You got to get him in here once.
she came in and she would like Rachel got her like rap album from when she was in Japan. Like a lot of people don't know she had a rap album in Japan. and I
I'm
was
just
like,
now hearing this.
Wow,
yeah,
that's cool.
but it's sad what happened to her.
She
Right.
It was-
died of a drug overdose. Is that what ended up happening?
I'm pretty sure it was,
probably.
like,
It's so sad.
probably classic.
I feel like she was so
Classic.
like
God.
made to be like mocked so much of her life.
Right.
And then I don't know
Yeah.
if her sex tape was like purposefully leaked or I don't
feels
remember with that whole thing.
I think the rumor is that it was purposely leaked, but obviously they're going to deny it. But
yeah.
right.
I remember watching it.
I have not seen it. Out of respect, I will not be watching it.
Yeah. It was I was like, "Oh, okay. That's interesting." And then who else? Big Show was a big
Big Show.
deal.
Oh yeah, Big Show was
Yep.
a big deal.
Or Captain Insano from the Water Boy.
Captain Insano, that's
And
right.
the Undertaker was pretty cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
He was brothers with somebody, right? Was he brothers
Kane.
with Kane? That's
Kane.
right.
not really brothers, but
No, but like
yeah,
Right.
theatrically.
yes.
Yes.
Theatrically, that's a good way of putting it. He's theatrically brothers with Kane.
Theatrically, they were brothers.
Yeah.
That was before Kane started his political career as the is he governor?
He was something. What was he? Oh no, mayor. He's
Mayor?
mayor of some city in
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
yeah.
That's cool.
I know because Nick brings it up often, and he's from Tennessee.
He brings up Kane.
He brings it up in as a bummer, like he's bummed
Oh.
out that I guess Kane was the mayor of his town or something like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you worked with Nick.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah, I think
funny.
that's about all
Small.
the wrestlers I can remember being like their story arcs were like
Definitely named a lot of them.
interesting at the time.
Oh yeah.
And that Stephanie McMahon Triple H thing, riveting stuff for a 12-year-old girl.
But they're married now, so
I loved
all
it.
worked out.
I ate that shit up so much. I was obsessed. I just remember being so obsessed with that whole plot line.
Yeah, there's always a time period where everyone watches wrestling at some point in their life.
I feel like
And-
I feel like way more people watch it than we'd care to admit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you say you like wrestling, they're always like, it's fake, right? It's like, yes, we know.
Shit.
9-year-old Brian didn't know, but he was
it was different back
suspicious,
then.
but he was hopeful that it was real. And when it turned out it was fake, like, what are you gonna do?
Why is Kurt Angle a nerd? Soulbrush said Kurt Angle is a nerd.
What?
Like
Don't
in
you
the
talk
WWE?
about
Oh, was
or
it
in real
was it because he was all like USA, USA?
Or is
Oh,
he
probably.
talking about like does he know comic books and Star Wars like Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Does he? Does he know stuff like that? I don't know.
Well, Freddie Prinze Jr. he does like a podcast about pro wrestling, and then
Oh my
Yeah, he
God.
used to be a writer.
and then he'll also he used to be a writer for WWE, and then he was also in Star Wars Rebels, and he is so up on Star Wars lore. It's so crazy.
Yeah, there's that like famous clip of him like ranting
Yeah.
about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like what a super nerd. That's
Yeah.
my
What a
guy.
nerd. When did he become a nerd?
A patriotic nerd, he said. Is that it's nerdy to love your country?
Yeah, see, that's what I
Dang.
figured Soulbrush meant because remember his outfit was always like he was really like dorky looking compared to the other
Yeah.
wrestlers. Like
He was always drinking milk. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
that
like
the-
he was like
because
a
he came in
a
as
good
like,
old boy.
Yeah, he came in as the clean cut American, and then when the fans started booing him, they just ramped that up. Where he's like, "You
Mhm.
don't boo an Olympian."
Yeah,
and
and then he kind
turned
of
into
seemed like a
that
villain, right?
poster boy. Yeah, that was when
Yeah.
his heel days.
His his villain era.
Freddie Prinze Jr. was Freddy from Scooby Doo. He was indeed.
You
Those
should
that
definitely-
movie. Those movies
I love
were
that
way
that's the
better than I
reference.
expected. But those movies are way better than I expected. By the way,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they were.
Scooby Doo movies.
My son, when he was a kid, when he was little, you know how little kids have movies they would just watch and rewind
On
and watch
repeat.
again.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was Scooby Doo 2 was his movie.
Oh yeah.
I've
Which
seen that
Scooby Doo
movie
2 was
so
a
many
solid
times.
movie.
Oh
It was
yeah.
a solid movie still, but not if you have to watch it every day.
No. Of course not.
My daughter's was Elmo and Grouchland. That was her shit.
That's not as
That sounds a little more
bad, I
painful.
guess.
But it did have Mandy Patinkin in it. If you guys
Oh,
are
well, there you
familiar.
go. That's a high point.
That's a high point. Yeah, see, Soulbrush knows the drinking milk. Remember when he came in with the truck like Stone Cold and he went down with the milk? in the milk truck?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that.
But watch his documentary on Peacock. It just came out recently. It's actually pretty good.
I have to watch it in November. Right now, it's spooky season.
That's
Spooky
great.
season. There'll be none of that Kurt Angle business. Wrestling is the only pass we have. Like I'll still watch Raw
Because that's not movies. I'm just keeping up. I have to
Yeah,
keep up.
it's sports. It's like
Yeah, I'll be watching sports
Watching
entertainment.
Sports.
I gotta
I'm
watch
watching football
Fastlane
and
on Saturday,
baseball.
and I gotta watch Raw and SmackDown so I know what's gonna happen in Fastlane in the premium live events.
Look at that.
We're like way over right now. Hour.
Oh, we
Yes,
are?
we are.
We're way into this podcasting again.
Then we just caught up in calling Slasher demonic werewolf.
No, it's the wrestling.
It was the wrestling
It was
talk.
the
We went
Carried us
Right.
over.
We
down
barely
a
talked
spiral.
about that part.
We named a couple of good horror movies for everyone to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And it's
And
spooky.
Skinamarink.
I'm sure we'll talk about horror movies all month long.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we could probably wrap it up and stuff. It's been like an hour and a half. I think I'm done drawing mine. I think
Everything looks good. It all looks
Brian in
good.
color, but
I
I don't.
finished long ago. I got all 3 prompts in there.
You did.
That's-
That's really what
That's
matters.
what we want.
But color would have helped your grade.
Hey, C average is passing.
No, it's an A+ to me, buddy.
That's not the Asian way, Brian.
It's
I'm
not
half
Asian.
Asian. I'm half Asian. I can get a
That's,
B.
that's your white side talking.
That's my white side.
Underachieving white side.
I'm not
Mhm.
seasoning this chicken.
Underachieving.
My
with-
drawing is unseasoned.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's so funny.
Gonna get canceled. They were just talking about white people.
White people and wrestling, which
White
is mostly
people don't
white
eat
people.
salt.
I'm kidding. All lives matter, guys.
Jeez.
Hey, we gotta cut
Oh.
this. We gotta cut this out. Get that
Brian-
boiled chicken out of here. How dare you? How dare you?
Man, that's Brian's favorite way to eat chicken.
I make an
Boiled-
excellent blackened chicken, and I also make a pretty good peanut sauce with noodles.
Ooh,
with
peanut
Oh,
chicken.
sauce.
that's your Asian side talking.
That's my Asian side. It's not even from my Asian side. That's like Southeast Asian,
Yeah, right.
not Japanese, but I still love it.
Roundabout. Roundabout. Same continent.
Roundabout.
Ish.
It's all Asia.
Same shit. Yeah.
Oh man.
I take it
You'll
back.
get your
Give me a plate.
boiled chicken in the mail.
Yeah, you get your boiled. You get boiled chicken. It'll
Oh,
keep
man.
in the mail. Don't
It'll
worry.
keep. Yeah.
I'm just picturing
Overnight
I'm just picturing the texture of eating a boiled chicken, like just being super dry, and then you got like
Right.
rubbery chicken skin. That's
No,
Like
that's how
Hattie,
oh
a
my
lot of
God.
people make enchiladas, chicken enchiladas.
I've
Yeah,
seen
you
it.
you like
Yeah.
cook it to like you can shred it, but like
Yeah, and then you season
sometimes
it with all
yeah,
the...
sometimes people will just cook it to the normal temperature in boiling water, and it comes out simultaneously. Like you dip it in the liquid, and it comes out dry.
Stop
Yeah.
How demand is
defending
that?
boiled
I
chicken.
don't understand.
Stop
It's like, what a-
defending
It's a waste of the life of the bird.
yeah,
Do I
Yeah.
know?
have respect for that bird's
Travesty.
life. I take it back. Send me a plate.
My son made enchiladas last night.
Oh,
Really good.
nice.
Really
Enchiladas
good.
are so good.
You're lucky to have personal chefs at
I got a
home.
personal chef,
Lucky you.
and then we're doing Taco Tuesday tomorrow. I'm gonna slow cook a chuck roast. We're gonna make shredded beef tacos.
Ooh, nice.
That's cool. That's good. I just smoked a chuck roast yesterday.
Oh, how'd that turn out?
It turned out really good.
Oh, you got a smoker?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to get a smoker just to
Get
smoke
one.
some
I just-
salmon.
I just have the
Oh,
Weber
yeah.
kettle. I smoked a ham a couple weeks ago. Turned out really good.
Mm.
Yeah, smoking meat is it's good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard. You just
It's just a long time.
it's a
and you'd
long
have to, like,
time.
tend-
Yeah.
Like if you're using the Weber kettle, you have to tend to the coals and make sure it's not going out. And then you
Yeah.
come in out, and then you just smell like smoke until you
Yeah.
shower and change clothes.
Right. And don't start it late. If it's 8 o'clock,
Oh, yeah.
it's already too late. You're not you're not eating until
You're not
like
eating
10
that
o'clock.
night. Yeah.
About 8 in the morning, right? You gotta
Yeah.
start. Yeah. Unless you're
Yeah.
doing ribs or ham, which only take 4 to 6 hours.
Right. But
And you can
anything like
start
a
at noon.
brisket or like a chuck roast.
Yeah,
you're
you gotta
like-
set your alarm to 4 in the morning.
yeah. The worst thing I hate about smoking is like the stall, because it gets to like a point where it just doesn't want to.
Go
Rise.
up in temperature.
Yeah,
That's when
it
you
just
wrap it,
stays.
right? That's when you wrap it and
Yeah, or you could just sit through the stall.
just
So,
just ride it out.
yeah, ride it out, and then that's when you're eating meat at like 11 at night.
I'd rather
But
just wrap it and eat it.
I remember I started late one day. One time I started late. I was like up till like 4 in the morning just waiting for this meat to get
Oh,
done.
man.
Oh my god.
I was like setting alarms every hour just so I wouldn't like.
Talk about eating late, and then Elisa and I are like, ugh, that's the
I know.
worst
We're like,
thing ever.
"Ugh, don't do
Late
it.
dinner. Ugh.
No, like, well,
How you gonna
at that
sleep?
point, at
Yeah.
that point, I didn't eat. Like, I just took it out and I just
You're like
shredded.
this.
It
Yeah.
was like what was it? It was like a pork butt or something. And I just like wound up shredding it and then going to bed.
Oh my God. Smelling like smoke.
In defeat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even jump in the shower. It's like, you're gonna have to deal with my smoky ass.
All right, we should cut this podcast off.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I
Since,
keep adding to this damn world. Make it stop.
well, this was a fun wheel prompt today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's-
I like the
enjoyed it.
hockey mask you added.
I had
Or
to
the
get slasher in
slasher.
there because I don't think the claws were enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
the claws work. I didn't. The claws would have been fine. It's a werewolf. We get it. He's a slasher slash monster. What are we knowing? What is JFC knowing?
I think it's because we said we had to turn the
Oh,
we had to stop the podcast.
Oh,
He's like, I just got here.
well, thanks for everyone that came through.
Yes, thank you for joining
yeah.
us.
Good
Soul,
times.
JFC,
I
whoever's
don't
still here.
apologize for talking about
What?
wrestling for this long.
We'll just go on and on.
Yeah.
Oh, you did just get here? Well, that's why we're leaving. Come on, James.
Oh,
Nah, I'm
That's how
kidding.
you win over.
Right. That's
podcast
how you win
fans.
it. Right. Much love to you, man. All right. Well, I guess we'll sign off. Is that what the term? Maybe.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
there's like 100 episodes in. We're like, how do we end this?
Right. Oh, you stop it, man. You gotta
Oh.
chin up. Is that the right term? Chin up.
Chin up.
Keep
Tits out,
pushing.
chin up.
Tits
as
out.
they say.
This is a family program, Rex.
It's not. It's
Didn't
not.
you just draw a thong on your werewolf?
It's only a thong if I had
Demons
turned
and
them
bloody
around.
knives and
Okay.
leather thongs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming through.
Yes, thank you for
Yeah.
joining
Thank
us.
you, everyone.
All right.
Come back next week.
and we'll talk more about
Same-
horror movies.
same
and
East
We'll
the
have,
wrestling.
we'll have
time.
more. Yeah, we'll have more spooky prompts. We can finally get rid of lycanthropy, though.
Yeah, we did it finally.
Finally got
Never draw a werewolf ever again.
it.
All
They're
right.
hard.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
Bye, guys.